Hello? Oh, oh, what is happening? Oh, there we are. Okay. Oh, we're live. Okay. Okay, this works. Sorry, everyone. I was dealing with all that. Of course, stream day. Hey, everyone. Oh my God. Everyone's pulling through. Wow, this is amazing. I'm like, I'm shook right now. Hold on. Hey, everyone. Oh, okay. Wait. I'm just making sure the stream works. It always starts out every single year. The stream starts out saying, "Can I hear everybody? Can they hear me?" But I can't even hear everybody. You guys are behind there. I don't even know. It's been a day. It's been a day at this point. But hello, everyone. Welcome. Oh my God, everyone that's cool is in here right now. Hey. Oh my God. Hey, Tori. What's up? Hey, Jacob. What's going on? Hey, ex-girlfriend. Ooh. Oh my goodness. The legend herself. Mm. What's going on, everybody? How's everyone doing? Oh, I had a long day. I had a long week, honestly. Long year. I I can't even 4 years, everybody. Can I just say, first of all, cheers. First of all, with my big cup that I got from VidCon last year. Um, Literally so insane. I still can't even comprehend, like, honestly, even like right now, because everything, I don't know like what it's been about this year, but everything has just been moving like so fast. It's like one thing to the next, and then you get to a certain point of the year, which for me personally is like summer all the way throughout the end of the year, where like everything is going on all at the same time, and you're just so like jaded because you have no idea like what the first half of the year was going on and what was happening there. Oh man, what a year it's been so far. We're only in July. Well, now it's July, but we're a little bit slightly more than halfway through the year now. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh man, I don't even know anymore. Oh my God, I'm so glad everyone's in here. No, literally, there's like every year it's so funny too, um because like I always get so awkward because it's like not many people come through because obviously like I'm a smaller creator. I feel like a lot of people look down on smaller creators, to be honest, anyway. So I already kind of knew ahead of time that there probably wasn't going to be a lot of people coming in anyway, which is fine. As long as the cool people came in, that's all I really cared about, to be honest. So yeah, hopefully it stays that way. And if you're with some of my friends, I think you already know what I'm talking about. But I'm not gonna acknowledge that right now. Anyways, yeah. Not me not me getting shady on the live already. Ooh, mm-mm. Honestly, maybe that should be a thing for the next year that I do. Just become shadier on this channel. At this point, I don't even really care anymore. I mean, hey, you know what? At this point, there's people that are mean that still end up becoming more famous. So maybe I should just be meaner. That's a sentiment I've had actually with one of my friends' ex-girlfriend who's in the chat right now. I should be more mean. Maybe that's what will help me get famous. I don't even know at this point. I'm like, I don't even know what I have to do now at this point. I swear, I swear. No, literally, the more unhinged you get. I know. Yeah, you know what? Maybe that's what I should do. I mean, then again, I also have all these, I have so many stories. I'm probably going to share all of this on the live too, because, uh, yeah, for those of you that have been here year after year, you know, the live streams, they get to like 2 hours to 2.5 hours because we're just nonstop talking. I mean, kind of a blessing in disguise because I don't really get an opportunity to do this much often. But then, like, also, I'm just like, okay, like, fine, I guess 2.5 hours. Like, I'm tired, but at least, like, I had fun doing it, you know? I don't know. No, honestly, yeah, my content creator friends can understand. It's like all these like YouTubers now, like all the big ones have been getting in trouble recently too, and they still have a platform, they still have an audience. I'm like, you know what? At this point, I really shouldn't care at this point. I mean, James Charles was literally still to this day talking to minors, and he still got a pass all throughout that. Just saying. Please. And also too, anyways, like there's people that come into my comments still to this day, a small creator, and critiquing me and saying like rude things to me, or no, the best ones are the backhanded compliments where they're like, oh, I wish you the best luck on your channel, but also you talk way too much. I'm like, you know what, tell me something I didn't know at this point. It's like, please, like that made me laugh so hard. I think that was actually on my most recent video, the Cat's Eye video, where I did Gabriella and Game Boy and all the other songs off of Beautiful Chaos that came out. That's it's literally there. I think still I didn't respond to it, but I was just like, eh. At this point, you're already telling me stuff I know. If you tell me something I don't know, then that'll honestly be more mind blowing at this point. Ooh, oh, I love the chat right now. The chat is lighting up right now. This is awesome. This is so awesome. I can't. Ooh, okay. Wait. Oh, I know. You know what, you guys, all the people that are in the chat right now and all the people that are gonna come in later, because I know some people are gonna come in a little bit later on. You guys are the real MVPs. I wish all the best for you. I wish, good bodies, clear skin, you know, just all the blessings to you. Anyways, oh man. Yeah, yeah. I mean, at this point I'm kind of just like all over the place right now because I had to work earlier. Um, I woke up in a good mood today. That's all I'm gonna say. Actually, today was one of the days where I woke up in a good mood. And I'm like, you know what? I'm ready to conquer the day. I'm gonna, get stuff done. I'm gonna do this live stream. I'm gonna have fun doing it. I'm gonna take this as a sign. You know what? Because last year I took this day off, and this year I was like, you know what? I'm gonna have a shorter work schedule anyway. I might as well just like go for a little bit in the morning, and then I'll come back and do my thing here. No, next year I'm taking the day off. Because of what was this unnecessary stress I got this morning? Well, because I need to have a sip of water before this one. Mm, just to give you literally just one of the very many examples as to why I don't really post as much. And I also I'm just so tired is because I work. I have to work two jobs because I don't make money on this platform. And you know what? At this point, it's probably going to take years and years before I even see a single penny come out of this channel. And even though I like literally throw myself into it when I can. But yeah, since I have to actually go into work for now, um, I I work with kids for those that don't know. Um, if the people in the chat know who the kids are, please don't say their names because that confidentiality stuff. I can't, you know, can't be saying their names. But you guys know their names. But yeah, just don't spoil it. Anyways, yeah, so today all I did was a 2.5 hour shift. Okay, not a big deal, honestly. those go by pretty quick, especially if you're doing something. And so today I was at camp with one of my kids that I'm with because I'm like a shadow for kids with autism. That's what I do for those that have, you know, I mean, honestly, most of the people that are here, they already know, and they're probably not new, but yeah, anyways, if you didn't know, yeah, I work with kids and more specifically kids with autism, so I'm like a shadow. So I go into camp today, and actually Jacob kind of knows the story because I actually told him a little part of it already. But yeah, basically, I woke up in a good mood this morning. I went to work. I found a spot that was like really, really close to the entrance. So I'm like, oh, maybe today will actually be a good day. But of course, the universe decides to humble me once again with everything else that literally happens on in my life. There can't be a single day where something doesn't happen at this point. But yeah, anyways, so I walk up to the entrance and I see one of the kids that I'm with cuz I was with one of the kids that is going to summer camp. I have to actually go with them. And so I walk up to the car because as I was walking up, they had just gotten there too, so it was like perfect timing. And like I opened the door to the car cuz she has to check into the camp too so that we can walk in together. And like I'm opening the door and I just see, or like what I hear at first is just like complaining and stuff. And basically the whole thing was that her dad was dropping her off at camp, which is actually kind of a rare thing because her dad is actually, well, I can't really say, but basically a really well-known, should I say, not an animator, but he does movies and stuff, more specifically Disney movies. I can't really say too much on that, but he did make like and designed all of the really, really big Marvel movies. So if that gives you a hint to kind of, how loaded these people are, that's what it is. But anyways, the dad drops her off at camp and they're arguing in the car. And I guess like what happened is that like this kid basically for the most part is kind of lives in a how do I describe it? She's basically one of those kids that like thinks that her life is like a movie, if that makes sense. Which honestly, I live. I would live to be in that level of delusion, to be honest, at this point in time right now. Especially with everything else going on in the world at this point. Um, especially everything going on. That what, honestly, yeah, same. But this kid also like it's something that we've been working on her like with quite a while, which is that she'll basically like kind of emote like through inanimate objects like a Barbie doll or like some other thing that she's created, and she'll kind of like take it with her as like a safe thing, and like she'll basically just like process through her emotions like through a doll or something of that sort, like whatever she brings. So like if she brings like a Barbie with her, she'll be like, oh, the Barbie feels mad when it's really her that feels mad and she doesn't want to confront the emotion that she's feeling. Basically a very, very, very emotionally dysregulated child. That's basically what I can say about that. Very, very emotionally dysregulated. Like to the point where like teeny tiny things they'll set her off. And that's why I have no patience and no energy by the end of every single day that I work. That's why I can't upload as much as I really want to, because if I would have uploaded as much as I want to, you guys would have gotten a lot more content, but it is what it is at this point. But anyways, um so like they start arguing in the car and I'm like trying to think because I think it was happening while they were in the car. Obviously, I didn't know what was going on until I opened the door. And so they're basically going around in circles, and dad is saying that she can't bring in her her like little invention thing that she wanted to bring, otherwise she was gonna lose her tablet. And so naturally, of course, she starts begging and pleading to not do that. But then she also wants to take the thing in that's like invention thing. It was like some sort of like thing, like invention, like glove that she made with like sticks and stuff like that. It's kind of like another thing where she like hoards a lot too. Like she hoards like trash. That's what it is. It's trash. She hoards trash, makes it into something, and then like we'll bring it and like do stuff with that, which is another thing we've been kind of working on with that child lately too. Um, but then basically the dad at this point was getting annoyed because he had to drop off his other son and her brother off at the camp that's next door to them because he was a little bit younger and he can't go to this specific camp. um but let me see. How can I describe this next part basically, I mean, I guess I could say she starts raging after because then the dad gets out of his car because he's trying to get back to his house because he has a studio in the house. Like basically he turned the garage into his own art studio and everything. So he was trying to get back home after dropping off the kids and everything, which obviously naturally, of course, right? So he gets out of the car at this point, and at first I tried to carry her out, and then she starts yelling at me, saying, "Don't touch me." And which I'm honestly, I'm not even phased by anything that any kid yells at me at this point because I've pretty much gotten to all at this point. I've been at this specific job now. I think, I've been on YouTube for 4 years. This job, I've been working 6 years, ever since I graduated from university. So I've seen it all at this point. Honestly, or honestly, even practically seen everything I can see. And so then the dad sees her trying to disrespect me, and it's always like it's so funny because the parents like every single time like they see the kids disrespecting us, they get upset at the kid, which I'm like it's fine, like I can handle it, it's fine, whatever. But he gets out of the car and he picks her up and carries her out of the car. So now she starts screaming bloody murder at the top of her lungs. And so then she goes like in between these two parked cars, and he gets back in the car and then drives back or like drives next door to go drop off his son off at the camp. And so meanwhile now she's with me and I'm trying to block her off because knowing this one, she would probably try to run after the car with cars because this is at the drop off area. So there's cars, driving in and out to, get all the rest of the kids that are going to this camp, in there. And so she starts screaming bloody murder at the top of her lungs, and I'm waiting for her to stop because at this point, like, there's no reasoning with a kid that's literally yelling and whining and everything like that. And so I'm blocking her off. So she doesn't obviously she doesn't run after him because I'm blocking her. I'm blocking her direct way. So there's gonna be no point in doing that. So she gets mad at me, and then I wait for her to like stop or like a little like lull in between. And so I'm trying to talk to her, but every single time I talk, she's like the thing that kids do, that thing that like pisses me off so bad is the la 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 I can't hear you, the ears, the classic ears closed situation that they do. And then she starts being insulting towards me, which that's also been a thing I've heard quite a lot too thrown at me, which is honestly probably why I'm never even phased by like YouTube meme comments, really, is because I've literally had it at my face before and I'm just like, well, okay, it is what it is. Um, but yeah, so she starts yelling at me how, oh, and then it's always you're mean comments, you're so mean that's another go-to that I found quite a lot too. She did the you're mean and you're worse than because my friends know entirely who I'm about to reference right now because I talked about it quite a bit when it was happening. Um, But she said, "You're worse than this coworker that I used to have. He doesn't work there anymore, but he wasn't that great at his job." And keep in mind, it was me and like my bosses that would train this guy. And for 9 months of training, he did not understand a single thing. And then he quit. And so she brings that up from time to time, which is so hilarious. But I thought that was so funny. Like, I had to stop myself from laughing because you have to be serious about it. But like sometimes when our kids get so mad, they say like the weirdest things, and you just have like you don't even know like what's happening. And so I literally just told her at this point because I have an attitude. I mean, I'm respectful, but also in my head I'm being super disrespectful, but I'm not saying it out loud because again, they're just children. I mean, there's times in there where I do sneak a little bit of the attitude in there when I probably shouldn't, but at this point some of these kids are so like they act a little too grown that I'm just like, "You know what? If you want to be grown, then we'll play that game right now." Mm. Mm-mm. Oh yeah. But she says that, and I was like already dumbfounded at this point. I'm like, you know what, whatever. And so I just like let her like sit over there and scream. Like the other kids and stuff, like who are on the playground because the playground is like right next to where the drop off and pickup area is. Like some of the kids that are like up in the slides are watching everything happen. And I'm just like, uh-huh. And then after that, then the dad comes back. Which, yeah, you guys didn't think that was gonna happen. For those that are listening to the story still, the dad comes back and he then like starts to kind of help me diffuse the situation a little bit too. I'm sure because he probably heard it because that's how loud the screaming was. I mean, I'm sure you could probably hear it at least like within a half mile. It was that loud. And keep in mind, I was right there, right in front of her, hearing all this. Then I had to take just a deep sigh really quick. But yeah, the dad comes back and then he starts to like help diffuse the situation because at this point too, she's still not even in the camp area yet. She's still in the parking lot. And so now at that point, she's still trying to like circle around a little bit, trying to get access to her tablet when she gets home because that's all these kids care about nowadays are the iPads and the tablets. That's literally all they care about at this point. A whole generation is ruined. Everything that you see on TikToks about kids being addicted to technology nowadays, it's true. It is so true. If you ever see like a teacher TikTok talking about how these kids are like getting worse and worse in school, it's true. It's literally like don't even try to argue with that. So honestly, I don't know. Or maybe it could just be that specific school because a lot of the kids that go to that school are rich because it's a private school. Uh there's other celebrity parents that their kids go to that school. I can't say who it is, not online at least, but my friends know. Um yeah. I mean, yeah, but anyways, basically long story short though, at this point, the dad figures out a way like, oh, just go into camp for now and we'll figure something out. Since it's been a really rough morning, we'll figure something out. And I'm like, okay, you know what? I guess as long as she's calm, it's fine. But then, she walks in later on, she's still mad at me. And she goes in the corner for a good like 10 minutes and she's like, get away from me. And I'm like, I'll leave your water right here next to you and I'll leave you alone. Because with this kid, I like she the one thing I will say, she does ask for space when she needs it. I will say that's something that at least we've got that. And she doesn't like run away because this kid actually, this specific one was a runner. She would literally run around the school to the point where sometimes the teachers wouldn't even know where she was before we started with her. So yeah, I mean, I was just happy about that. And so I'm like, you know what? I'll give you your space. It's fine. And so she starts just like, she goes in the corner for like a good 10 minutes and just like sits there, doesn't do anything. She like walks around, still doesn't talk to me. And then she finally sees her friend, because actually one of her friends from school is also going to this camp. And so um I like I was like, oh, like you wanna go talk to so and so and like see what she's doing, and like she didn't say anything, and so luckily for me, the friend actually comes up to her and starts talking to her, and then like her mood switches around slowly but surely, and I was like, thank goodness that's over. But yeah, that's just one of the many days I have to deal with, you guys. Like when I tell you that I'm exhausted from work, and I work two jobs. This is only just the one. Yeah, that's my life. You know, like that meme. I think it was like the was it the Lizzie McGuire one, and she's like, basically, that's my life, or something like that. And I'm like, yeah, that's literally that's what it is. Mm. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna be drinking so much water. It's so hot. I mean, it's like in the 90s here in LA right now. And I'm like, even like now, I'm still like fanning out, like not even like the AC, I can hear it running in the house, but like I need it to be a little bit more, a little bit more powerful than this. Cause I have a vent in my room up here, but I don't know. Uh, oh, yeah, Jacob, I'll tell you later. Cause I don't know, you'll probably know some of the people. I actually have talked to one of the famous people. Actually, actually, ex-girlfriend knows who it is, but I'll tell you Jacob later. Yeah. Oh my goodness. It's just so funny too, like seeing famous people. It's because it's LA, obviously. It's so funny seeing famous people just living like their normal life, and you're just like, yeah, I exist among you. What a wild concept, honestly. Oh man. Yeah, yeah, I'm gonna stay hydrated, girl. Oh my goodness, I have a warp tour in like almost 2 weeks. That's gonna be a whole thing. We get to all of that later. Anyways, yeah, but oh my god, I love this chat. Honestly, this chat is like so iconic right now. I'm not even gonna lie. Honestly, probably the busiest I've ever seen it so far. And that's really saying something because there's not a lot of people watching, but I love how involved everyone in the chat is. I mean, like I said again, I'm sure I'm gonna be streaming for another like hour and a half because at this point it's a tradition, like for me to be doing all this for 2.5 hours. But yeah, anyways, hopefully we'll see anyone else cool that comes through. Oh man, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I was literally so nervous just now too because, like I said earlier, it still like didn't really hit me that it's been 4 years now. I mean, it also kind of feels like that at the same time, but also at the same time, then I'm like, you know what? Everything did go by really, really fast. I'm like, how did that even happen? I'm like literally so mind blown because like I still remember in like 2021. Oh my goodness, I'm going down memory lane now. Oh, I'm like, oh wow, okay, wow. I'm like, everything is like just coming back to me now. Wow. It was like just yesterday, like when I felt like I was telling my friends about everything going on and like, oh yeah, I'm gonna start a YouTube channel. I'm gonna do all of this stuff. I'm really, really nervous, but I'm gonna feel like such an idiot because I have no idea what I'm doing. And I don't know, I'm just gonna figure it out. That's what I remember. And then I remember I was so nervous and I was like, maybe I shouldn't. And then I was like, you know what? The only way I'm gonna have to do this is just go for it at this point. And look where I'm at now. I don't even know. I don't even think I've ever had like 650 people ever follow me, which is so insane because like I don't know. I'm just one of those people where I'm like I know people, like I know a lot of people, but I'm only friends with like very few specific people, if that makes sense, you know? So like the fact that like 652 people are subscribers. Now granted not everyone's on here cuz I'm sure everyone's in different time zones. Fact too, can I just say like YouTube blows my mind because there's like people all over the world and like they'll follow your channel. I'm like, why are you following me? Like, well, hello? I don't even like I've never even been like to your country before, but you find me cool enough to subscribe to me. Like that's so awesome. Like wow, like that literally that blows my mind. Like stuff like that. Oh, yeah. I mean, I remember I think there was somebody from Thailand, I think last year that was on the stream at some point too, and I was like so mind blown because I'm like, hello? It's like literally like computing like in my head. I'm like, huh? What is happening? Like you follow little old me? Now granted, I'm still smaller, but there was like other people at VidCon, like even last year too. Like I met the twins. Um and they were like, "Oh yeah, like that's like so much better than the last time. Like you're building up your channel and stuff. Like that's so awesome." And I'm like, "Yeah, it's really difficult, but I guess I'm doing it." Like even though there's times personally when I wish that there would be more people and there'd be a little bit more appreciation because I did have that really big hump of not really filming anything for 2 months. That's kind of what it was about. I get in my head sometimes, and that's kind of a really big episode of what that was. Why I didn't post for all that time. Uh, I basically was just like kind of over it. I'm like, I mean, not to sound like I really don't want to sound like I'm complaining right now because I'm not. I'm really like genuinely not. But like, it's like, I have 650 subs and maybe this is like an overall thing because I've noticed it's like even bigger creators too nowadays. But like the views are getting less. Like I remember at some points there would be times where I would hit like maybe a few hundred people. Maybe there was a video every now and then where it would hit 1,000 views, and I'm like, oh, like damn, okay, like work. But like now, especially since the year started, I feel like there's just been like a drop in views, and I don't know what it is precisely. I really can't tell. I don't know if it's like the algorithm. I don't know if it's like personally me and everyone's getting sick and tired of what my stuff is. And granted, I know it's because I've been like not really doing much of anything else except for like music video reactions and all that. But like I genuinely like don't know what it is. I'm like now at this point I'm even lucky if I hit 100 views. And again, that's really saying something because I have 650 people that follow me. You mean to tell me that you're not even reaching even a quarter of my audience? Do my subs even know that I'm posting? Like it's this is like genuine like questions I have that no one seems to know the answer to, and it like really frustrates me. I guess in that sense, like that's really been the thing this year. Like overall, that's frustrated me the most is that like I do all this stuff. I like get the channel together. I'm like super like excited because I'm like, oh, like I actually really like this video. and then I post it and like it makes no noise. And I'm like, well, okay, well, I guess that kind of like flopped for some reason, but okay, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what it is. Like they just it's so frustrating. And again, like I'm not complaining. I like because there's always gonna be that one person that's like, oh, you're complaining. And I'm like, no, I'm genuinely not. I just don't understand how like there's 650 people that are like sub to me and like they're barely watching my stuff. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense in my mind. I don't know. I'm just like really like that really frustrates me. Oh, no, everyone in the chat is so nice. Oh my goodness. Thanks, everybody. I'm like, I'm trying to read through all the comments. I know. Like it, yeah. And like, I even like, I get super excited, like even about like vlogs too. And honestly, vlogs, they like I know for sure, like the earlier, I don't know why it's the earlier stuff that will always like blew up for some reason. Because now I look back at those videos and I'm like, nah, I could have done better. I could have done this. I could have done that. Like, why are you guys still watching that? It's become that situation now, especially now because like coming up on 4 years, I'm like, ooh, no, and like I actually, I don't even know. I like, should I say this? I guess I will. I watched the very first stream, basically, the very first video I did here on this channel, and I like look, and I'm like so cringed out, and I'm like, oh my God. I reached that point to where I can say genuinely now because every creator has that certain point in time where they're like the earlier videos were like so so bad. And like even like now honestly, it's probably been like the most confident I've ever been as far as videos go. Like it's always so awkward at first because you're never used to like I mean, I guess at first, obviously now it's gone so much better, but like you're always like it's so weird talking to like a camera but you're not like really talking to a person, you know but now it's just like it's second nature at this point. I can literally look over here and be perfectly fine. But yeah, I was just like, oh no. And like I used to do like because like that's what I thought would look good. It was like full on like eyeshadow and stuff. And I'm like, no, girl, like I don't have to do all that. I basically now just put on like brow gel and like a little bit of like lip gloss or lipstick and like call it a day. It'll be okay. Like now the only time I ever really dress up is when I'm going out or going to like a show or something like that. Because I'm like, girl, I don't need to do the absolute most for a video unless I'm, doing a video about makeup and I'm not a beauty guru or anything like that. I mean, I do my own makeup and now and every single time I go out. So, but yeah, I was just like, oh my goodness, I don't need to be doing all of that. It's too much. I can be extra in other ways. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh yeah, now I'm all cringed out. Great. I'm all cringed out now. Yeah, 4 years, guys. Yay. Oh my goodness. Ah, it's really so freeing when you don't even care. You're just like, I'm just gonna, film a video. I'm just gonna post it and it'll be okay. I mean, there are some points and there's like some days where I'm like, should I post a video? Should I film a video? And then like it'll either be a yes and I do it or be like really not today. And that's kind of what it is at points right now. Really. I mean, there's days sometimes where I get out early and I could have time to film for video, but also I'm just like I'm so exhausted. And I'm just like, nah. I mean, at this point I'll post when I want. It is what it is at this point. That's what I've been trying to tell myself a lot because I get really hard on myself and I'm just like, you know what? It really is what it is. If it's if it's meant to happen, it's gonna happen. it's gonna, it's gonna be that. Even like when I go out now too, because people in this town are so unhinged now. I'm like, at this point, it is what it is. I don't know. I can't control other people. You know. Ah, oh my goodness. I mean, I guess I'm gonna look too really quick. I'm looking. I see all the questions. I will answer them. I'm so sorry. I'm just yapping though right now. See, I'm already 40 minutes in. I'm telling you. But man, I don't even. What else? Oh, because I have a little dock over here. If you see me kind of looking off to the side, it's like just in case I get sidetracked or like other stuff I was gonna be talking about. Okay, yeah. I mean that's kind of yeah. Okay. Anyways, um, oh my goodness. I don't know. I just hope that this next year a lot of really, really, really cool stuff happens. Also, I mean, I guess also kind of a little I don't know, I guess kind of updates. I have something here. I'm gonna show it really quick because it's gonna be concerning vlogs. If you're my friends, you kind of already know what it is. But hold on. Ah. Oh my goodness. I have a vlog camera now, everybody. The chat will be screaming and yelling. Hi. Hi. Oh my goodness, it's so adorable. First, can I just show you guys really quick? I think this is like the Ordo M3. I think that's what it's called. I got it like actually off of TikTok Shop because they were doing a sale for 4th of July. I actually got it really quick. I think it only took like 4 days or something like that. But like I can literally first of all, first of all, this camera moves. Second of all, I can literally flip it this way. I don't know, you could probably see it right here. I'm just making sure I'm positioned in the camera because the live stream kind of lags a little bit. Um, yeah, but literally like this, which is so cool. I can even like I was actually figuring out to a little bit earlier how to turn this camera around. But I figured it out. I think it's well, that's the zoom in. But basically the same button for like the zoom in is also the same to move the camera. So I have to just click again and then I can move it. Like, what do you mean? And then like I can even do like the front videos like this and then just move it back. Actually, hold on, wait. I'm still trying to figure out how to work it. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna have to figure it out. I'm still kind of like getting the hang of it. Girl, come on. You know what? The camera would embarrass me right now. The camera would embarrass me. Girl, come on. There we go. Ah, here we go. See, like, I'm still trying to figure it out anyway. Oh my goodness. But yeah. And then it literally, hold on, let me do the turn off. And then it just moves back up like this way. And then I can close it. I'm gonna be using this baby very, very soon. Yeah, no, literally the camera is trying to humble me right now. I'm telling you, every time I have something good going on, the universe just finds a way to like humble me at some point in time. But yeah, I got this little camera right here that I will be using very, very, very soon, actually, for the Blackpink concert coming up. Because, spoiler alert, I will be going to the Sunday show. I'm so excited. Let me actually put this away. Hold on. Oh my goodness. Oh my god, he's here. Yay. Oh my god. All the cool people are in this chat right now. That's actually insane. Hi. Oh my goodness. Yes, another legend in this chat. Hello. Mm. Oh my goodness. Oh, but yeah. I'm going to the Blackpink show coming up on Sunday. I'm very, very excited. Honestly, the only thing I'm really dreading is that it's at SoFi Stadium. If you guys have been there, you'll know I don't like that place at all. It just like why is there a space that's built for 70,000 people in Inglewood, right next to the Kia Forum, right next to the casino, right next to Intuit Dome? Like, why are they literally all in the same place? Please tell me. Who in the city of Inglewood thought, yeah, that's a great idea? Oh, and to top it all off, too, on top of having Blackpink at SoFi Stadium, I believe because I saw TikTok about it, there's going to be a show at the Forum on that same day. So, genuinely, I am screwed. I'm so screwed. I don't even know what show it is at the Forum, but I can guarantee you it's not it's not going to be as famous as Blackpink, I'm sure. But that just adds on to it, and I'm like literally I'm dreading it. I'm dreading it so much. I'm sure that's gonna be a whole thing on the day of. No, literally. I'm probably gonna have to get there when they open up like the parking lots or something. I'm not even kidding. At like 4. I don't even think the show starts until like 8 or something like that. But I'm sure because I also have I have VIP seating like I did for Twice last time. So getting food and drinks will be the issue. It'll just be parking the car and getting in. And also that place is humongous. So naturally, I'm gonna have to walk a lot too on top of that. No, and I think literally the last time I was there at SoFi because I've genuinely tried to avoid that stadium, even though I tried to go to certain shows that were there. Like I tried to go to Kendrick and SZA that were there for like I think it was like 3 nights or something like that. Ended up not going because the tickets were too expensive, and now at this point I have to budget for every show I'm going to because every single group right now is announcing something and it's actually pissing me off, but also at the same time it's like, well, at least I'll have a packed like end of the year, which I guess, whatever. But also, I'm just like, even today, too, Jacob was in there trying to get the cat's eye tickets, and naturally, of course, the pre sale was sold out. So, yeah. Anyways, yeah. So Blackpink, I know for sure is gonna be it's gonna be a fun time. Now, honestly, I'm kind of sad about the fact that they didn't release any new like albums and stuff like that. It's coming eventually. They actually did release a new song though. They debuted it at the Korea concert because they just had that for 4th of July weekend over here. I mean, I think Korea is like about 16 hours ahead of us in the LA or something like that. So, yeah, but basically they debuted a new song there. The song, oh my god, the song is so good. I saw it on TikTok and I was like, there's no way. Oh, if people at SoFi sit for that song, because the song is called Jump, if people actually sit during that song, I'm gonna actually jump off a bridge. I'm not even kidding. There'll be a moment of silence for me. No, yeah, it's called Jump. It's literally called Jump. That's, oh my god. And the music video comes out for it on Friday, or actually, I don't know. Will it be Friday or would it be Thursday because of the? Actually, no, it's probably gonna be Friday because of the times in Korea. That stuff confuses me. Just tell me what time it's gonna be in Pacific time, and that's fine. No, literally, they said jump. No, I'm gonna jump. Oh my goodness. No, actually, like literally gonna be shaking. I'm not even kidding. Like I don't know, cause I'm gonna make a video about the that song when it comes out. Oh my god, bro! It's actually so good, and the fact that I would never expect a song like that from them either, which like makes it even better. Especially because now, personally, I think this is gonna be their last tour. I'm not kidding. I kind of had that feeling because, like, from some of the stuff that I've seen from like the Korea show, I kind of feel like this is their like farewell tour, but they're not really like saying that yet. No, no. But you know what? It's fine. At this point, it's basically just gonna be kind of the same songs from the last tour, and then they're gonna be performing their own solo stuff, which I'm very, very excited for. Because the only person I've seen do their songs live is Jenny, because I went to that show all the way in March. Jenny, Jenny is that girl. I mean, we didn't even think. Honestly, whenever they announced that they were all gonna be going solo, I'm like, for sure it's gonna be like Lisa and Jenny, like those are gonna be like the two that have the most success. But then Rose like literally came around and she released that song, the song that we all know with Bruno Mars, and it just like because now she's the member that performs last, like the solo stuff as far as that goes. Because the last tour, I believe she was the second girl to go on, and the last one was Lisa because Lisa's also that girl too. I mean, literally, they're all so good. But oh my god, that song live! Oh my god, that's gonna be so insane. I can already see it now. I can already see it now. Everyone just chanting, ah, pata, pata. That's gonna be so much fun. Oh my god, I'm so excited. Oh my god. That's gonna be a fun vlog. But like I said, the only thing about that is gonna be the venue. Getting there. I'm gonna actually hate it with every fiber of my being. Now, luckily for me, I'm gonna be, probably staying over at ex-girlfriend's place because she doesn't live that far away from there actually. But I'm sure even still close by, it's gonna be a drive. So we did the same thing for Olivia when she came over to the forum last year. And it still took us like 20-25 minutes just to get off the freeway exit took us a good 10 minutes. So I don't know. I don't know, but it's gonna be fun. A whole bunch of other stuff coming up. I was actually gonna kind of tease that, but you know what? Let me get into the questions first because there's so many here. I feel like I'm ignoring everybody, but I'm really not. I'm really not trying to. Here, I'm gonna go down the list now. Okay. Okay. Um, let me see. Let me see. Okay. Ooh. Okay, I'm just gonna go down like in order one by one. Okay, some of my fave highlights throughout the 4 years. Um, can I just say this is gonna be something old. This is gonna be like something I think it happened like the very first it's like was it the very first year or two that I was on YouTube? Something like that. I don't know, when back when my videos were still not that great. Um being in the Young Blood video and then reacting to it on my channel. That's a fun one. That's a really fun memory I had. Yeah. Oh, yeah, being in the Young Blood video. I think old is that video now? You know what? I actually need to look that up because now I'm like actually genuinely curious as to when that was. But yeah, I was in that video. I did a video about it here on this channel. Mm-hmm. I still remember filming that video too, actually, like it was just yesterday, which is really saying something. But oh my, guys, I just looked it up. It was 3 years ago. Wow, time flies. What? Okay, wait. No, because I have to look here. Oh my God, wait, no, I should pull up the part that I'm in. Every single time I come over to my friends too, we always watch that video because I'm in the first like 10 seconds of it. It's really funny. Like I just laugh at it every single time. Like every time we watch the video, we just count how many times I'm in the video. And I think when I watched it on my channel, I think I counted like 11 times where I saw myself because naturally, of course, you get yourself up to like the first or the second row of the concert scenes in it. So yeah, actually let me pull up the screenshot. I think it's coming up right now. It's like right after Ozzy Osbourne's face is shown up in there, which by the way, we still had no idea that he was gonna be in the video. He left that up to everyone's imagination. He didn't know. He just was teasing someone, and we didn't know until the video premiered. But anyways, I think I found myself. Hopefully, this shows up right now. Let me see. Do you see? Oh my! I see it. You kind of see me yelling right there. Yeah, right there, right in the center. No. Also, the fact that they literally had me in the center like that, I think that actually shook me to the core when I first watched it because when the video premiered for like I think it was like a little bit after the video premiered, I actually watched it with my mom on the big TV, like the one that I have in the family room. And we were just losing our minds because it was so funny, like how I'm just like randomly in the center of that. That video also has millions of views now. I think it's like 3 million or something like that. So now I'm in a 3 million, viewed video, which is really iconic, honestly. Really, really iconic. I don't know. That's one of my favorite things. Honestly, what else? Honestly, there's really so much. I mean, 4 years, there's been so much that's happened. I mean, even being able to document all these events I go to now, like all the stuff that I have, back here on this wall, on that wall, the stuff that you guys don't even see that because I don't really show it. It's like the fact that I even have that like documented, I can look back on that now and like just relive like all those memories are just really, really, really cool. Because I never thought I would be a vlog person at all. And then everyone was like, "Oh, you should do vlogs," and I'm like, "Nah, I don't. Really? Should I?" And then I was like, "Well, fine. I guess like if everyone wants it, like I guess I'll just try out vlogs then." And then, oh my god, this is coming around full circle moment right now. Oh my god, because my first ever vlog was Blackpink in 2023. Oh my god, I get a redo. I get a redo of the Blackpink tour now. Oh my god, this is gonna be so much fun. That was literally my first ever vlog was the Blackpink video at Dodger Stadium in 2023. Oh my god, wow, how time flies. Really? Oh my god, I can't even believe that. That was my first ever vlog. My first ever vlog was literally Blackpink in 2023 at Dodger Stadium, and now I'm gonna be vlogging them at SoFi in 2025. That's wow, that's insane. Ooh, I'm so mind blown right now. I don't even like the fact that I even just made that connection. Oh my goodness. Okay. Yeah, but like that's really some of my favorite things, honestly, that's happened. Also, meeting all, every single person I've met throughout this YouTube stuff. That's been really fun. Uh, should I say that? Some of the people, meh, not really. Others, really, really cool. Mm. But yeah, honestly, I think that's like really one of my favorite stuff that I've done so far. I mean, I'm sure there's gonna be more and more coming up, like, the longer I do this, but yeah, just meeting people, doing the vlogs, also specifically the Youngblood video. That's like kind of really like some of my big highlights, I feel like. Also too. Oh my goodness. Okay. Uh, let me see. Yeah, for those that left, I'm talking like I'm answering all the questions and stuff in here. Okay. What's the next one? Mm. Oh, my favorite reactions and vlogs. Oh my God. Wow. You know what? Actually, that's a I have to think about that. Can I look at I need to look at my channel really quick because there's so many videos that I've done. I mean, there's like hundreds and hundreds, honestly. I mean, a good chunk of the videos that I've done this year and even some from last year I feel like are my favorites. Mm, I don't know. It's so hard. Oh, I don't know. You know, hmm. I think I'd have to say, as far as vlogs go, hmm. As far as vlogs go, I will say, honestly, the When We're Young vlog, I think whenever I had that for 2023, I believe it was, right? Yeah. That one was really fun. Um also oh my Ive one. I like my Ive one a lot too actually. That one I think actually is my most viewed vlog, I believe. I think something like that. Also what else? There's really so many. Also my well they're not G Idol anymore. They're Idol now, but my Idol one was really really fun. I really liked that one. Also because I got to meet them beforehand. Also my Everglow one, that one was kind of a longer one, but I also really I don't know. Single like vlog that I have specifically, there's always like something that I like really like about it. But like I don't know. In terms of like how the video turned out, I don't know. I really like my Billy one too. Actually, you know what? I should say, I actually really like my Jenny. There's like so many. I literally can't. I can't pick. I can't pick vlogs. They all have some sort of like sentimental memory for me. I don't know. I can't. I can't pick. But as far as my reactions go, though, um, personally, it's hard. That's hard. I don't know. No, you know what? Actually, no. I should say. Mm, I really liked my I think it was my what was it? Oh, I know this was a while ago, but I actually really liked my debut in Touch by Cat's Eye video. I liked that one a lot. I knew that one was gonna be a good one. And I was right because that's actually one of my most viewed videos ever on my channel so far, still to this day. So I really like that one and how that one turned out. Also my because I still listen to the song nowadays. It's still one of my favorites. The Rockstar by Lisa, that video, I actually really like that one too. Again, another video that really went viral here on my channel, as it should, honestly, because that song still smacks to this day. Um, let me see what else. Ooh, I ooh, I actually every time XG comes out with something, because they're also like another one of my favorite groups, I like doing their videos too. There's like literally there's always groups that like every single time they have a comeback, I'm so ready for it. Like even oh my god, no, even this week too. Can I don't even think anyone would have predicted this happening. Please tell me why Blackpink and Twice are coming back on the same day. Just I'm gonna be like that is gonna be a diabolical day, actually. And Twice are releasing a full album at that too. That album is 14 songs. with subunit songs, by the way, which I'm so excited about. Oh my god, when that group announces a tour, oh my. I think if they're doing Pit, because I feel like some of the JYP groups have been doing Pit. It was like that with Stray Kids too at SoFi. If they're doing Pit, I'm gonna have to drop the $1,000 that it'll probably be. I'm gonna have to really save up on that. No, I'm so excited for that too. This weekend is gonna be a busy weekend. I'm already saying right now. I already know how it's gonna be. But anyways, but let me get to the back to the question. Yeah, but yeah, those are my favorites. Also, um, also really random too because I haven't reacted to two of these people in quite a bit. My Joji videos and my Oliver Tree videos. I love doing those because those videos are so unhinged that it's actually insane. And like especially the Oliver Tree ones. If you guys have been on this channel long enough, you know how those videos are. But yeah. I'm also I mean there's literally so many other videos I'm planning on doing too as well. Um I have I think I'm gonna do one of the idol songs because I ended up not reacting to it because that was when I was taking my break. I'm still gonna do that. I'm also gonna do the new Baby Monster song that came out just recently too because I've actually been updating on them a lot too as well. Then of course we have Blackpink and then there's Twice and that's gonna be a whole thing. But yeah, just to sidetrack for a few minutes. Yeah, I'm very, very excited about the Twice stuff too. 14 songs, the subunit songs, and I saw that video that they posted, like of the little spoilers of all the songs. Right now, I'm just saying the title track because I believe it's called This Is For. Um, the title track kind of sounds like um Diva by Beyonce. That's kind of like the vision I got from it personally. I don't know if anyone else has listened to it or if they feel the same way, but it's kind of like what it's giving, and I'm very, very excited for that. Also, guys, they knew I have to straighten up for this. They knew I was gonna be listening to this album because tell me why. There's a song with only Nayeon and Jiho on it. My two girls and Twice. And it's an R&B type of song too. I was like, "Oh, we're all done for. We're all done for." I can. These groups, they know. They know I'm gonna be listening to them. I can't. Mm. No, I can't. And then the fact that we get so many other subunit songs, honestly, even the subunit songs, like all of them, I'm very, very excited to listen to as well. Um, there's one of the songs, one of the B-sides called Right Hand Girl. When I heard that song, I was like, oh, this is gonna be my favorite one. It has like a really like laid back, chill summer vibe that I like to it. So that's kind of the one I'm also looking forward to as well. But yeah, actually, maybe I should do an album reaction. I should start bringing those back. I know I don't really do those anymore, and I keep saying I'm gonna do it, and I just don't end up doing it because it takes so long to film, and then it also takes long to edit too. On top of dealing with all the copyright stuff, it's a lot. So I always have to be kind of like a little bit careful and picky about it. But yeah, we'll see how that goes. Anyways, all right, let me see the other questions. See, this is why it becomes 2.5 hours. I'm an hour and 9 minutes now in, so because I just yap too much. Um, let me see what else. What else? I like the questions that everyone's asking. I'm like so focused in right now. Let me see. Um, oh my God. Everyone's so funny on this in this chat. It's so you guys are too much. But also I love it so much. Oh my goodness. Oh, okay. Okay. Okay, I guess I'll answer this one. Um, what's next for the channel? Um, to be honest, I'm still kind of figuring that out right myself. Um, I think honestly, the big thing coming in, I mean, naturally, of course, the reactions are going to be coming in as, other artists release their stuff. That's just bound to happen. I mean, we're still kind of in July. I mean, most stuff that gets released anyways is going to be the time between now and like usually it's September, October is when all the big stuff comes out. Um, so that's going to kind of just be like, here and there. I think the really big thing though coming this year is the commentary stuff. I think that's like the really big thing I want to like work on. Like the only thing about it right now is that I'm not like super like confident in what I want to talk about just yet. And like there's so many ideas in my head where I'm like, I don't even know what I should talk about first, really. I mean, there's so much I can talk about. I'm like, well, how do I narrow it down to just like one thing? So I'm still trying to like figure that part out and kind of see where that goes. But I think that's like that's mainly the big thing is gonna start introducing commentary stuff just about like different things here and there. I mean, like I said, there's been a few ideas that I have as far as that goes. Quite a few actually. Should I spoil some of it? It's my live stream. Why not? Um, I did want to do an episode on what was it? I was gonna do an episode on Everglow. That group that's behind me there, because they recently have gone through a disbandment sort of situation. Kind of not really, because they did say that they want to stay together, but they're not under their company anymore. So that's a whole thing, and how they got mistreated by that entire company. That's really a whole video I could do about that. And then of course, the whole Diddy stuff that's going on. I'm actually trying to see if I can do a video on that, but oh, I kind of have like conspiracy theory stuff like that. That like anyone that talks about that man is gonna like have something happen. I don't know. That's just me. Um, Also, I was gonna do because I'm planning on watching Popstar Academy again. If you don't know what that is, that's the Cat's Eye, show that they did on Netflix about them forming the group and kind of everything that happened with them and kind of going back to that and how, you know, how really the adults in that situation were the only ones to blame for everything that happened. Just saying, please. Please, honestly, the adults in that situation were the worst. Especially that one lady that was in charge. I forgot what her name was. The one that was like, "Oh yeah, you're gonna train for all this time, and then you're just gonna go on a survival show randomly, and that's how your fate get decided." It's not like a 50-50, you know, like 50-50 trainers, 50-50 audience. It was just like, no. And like some of them were so bamboozled by that. And if you watch the show, you kind of know what happens and who debuts. And there's always, there's the one member that's in the group that a lot of people had conversations about the one girl, Manon. We love her though. We love her. We love her. But I understand. Everyone in that situation had their side, honestly. And they've all moved on from that now, honestly, because that was so long ago. It's so funny too how like everyone brings up stuff from like that show because that show, I think was like they were filming I think already in like 2022 or 2023, something like that. I don't even know, somewhere around there. Honestly, even from watching the show, it was kind of obvious who was gonna debut because I think that Hybe scouted these. Literally, if you watch the show, they scouted some of them. They were gonna be in the group. Lara and Manon, those two were gonna be in the group no matter what because they went to go scout them out. Manon was literally receiving training in her hometown. And the girl is very beautiful, obviously. She's very talented too. You didn't think that Hybe was gonna capitalize off of that? Obviously, they'd be stupid not to. And then people are literally still complaining. I don't get it. Maybe I should with all this energy that I have right now. Maybe I should talk about that show. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh my goodness. But yeah, but basically that's the main thing. That's the main thing I'm gonna start with on the channel. Like kind of just doing more commentary stuff, of course, along with the reactions, especially between that like lull of not having vlogs come out because I know it's been quite a while since I've done a vlog. I haven't done a vlog since the Jenny one, and that happened like earlier in the year. That was like early March. So yeah, I mean, I've gone to a lot more shows since then, but I haven't vlogged it. But yeah, the vlogs are coming. Like I said, Blackpink on Sunday, it's coming eventually. It'll be there. But yeah, okay. Let me see what else. Mm, oh my goodness. It's like I'm so focused too because I want to make sure I don't miss anything. Um, okay. Mm, am I gonna do a Warped Tour vlog? Yes, I'm doing the vlog for that. I'm very excited. I'll talk about that, I guess, a little bit more in a little bit. But yes, that's also. I'm honestly most of the big stuff I'm going to at least. I think I'm gonna vlog, especially now because I have my handy vlog camera now. Hopefully, honestly though, the only thing I have to worry about though is that the venues will let me in with it. I mean, I'll test that at SoFi and see how it goes, but yeah, that's definitely happening. Um, let me see what else. Spill the tea about VidCon. You know what? I should talk about that. Should I talk about that now? Mm, what is everyone else saying? Hold on, before I get to that. Oh my goodness, everyone is so nice in here. No, literally the coolest, most chilled chat of all time. It really is. Ooh, what's the concert list for the next couple of months? I have it. That's actually what I was going to talk about. One of the things, at least. Maybe I should, you know what? I'm going to go from there then. Perfect segue in. Anyways, so yeah, as far as vlogs and kind of events go at this point, I do have now a few coming up. I know that, like I said, there was a big lull for the first few months of this year. I mean, I didn't really have many shows I went to so far this year. I think I've only gone to like four, four technically, and then also not counting the shows I work because I also work at a venue, like a music venue, a very well-known one. So I work those shows, but I'm not really like watching per se. It's kind of more just like get stuff done, I guess. But as far as like my concert list and stuff for everything goes, like I said, I have Blackpink this Sunday coming up at SoFi, which is gonna be so much fun. Then I have I'm very, very excited for this one. I'm going with ex-girlfriend to the Youngblood concert because yeah, he just released a new album. I'm actually I'm working on a video that I made for him right now. Actually, no idea when it's gonna get released because I've just been all over the place. But yeah, so he announced his tour. I'm going to that one. That one's at the Palladium, which I'm very, very excited because every single time I go there for a vlog, it's always the most like fun, unhinged chaos that happens. And I'm sure with this one, it'll be nothing short of that. So yeah, that'll be I believe August 23rd, so slightly after my birthday, like 2.5 weeks, somewhat, something like that. Um, then I have what else? Oh, I have Tate McRae at the forum. That'll be a fun one too as well. I'm going night one of the LA dates. I know that she announced more. I think there's the two that she was doing in September, and then she's coming back to the forum in November. I'm probably not gonna go to November shows because it's gonna be the exact same show, and I'm like, at that point, there's really no reason to go. But yeah, I'm going night one for LA, so September 26th. That one will be fun. I'm sitting in the 200 section, but I'll be the very first row. So kind of like the same situation that I did with the Billy concert. And so I'll just be able to like lay my drink there and have all my stuff there. Plus, I have a better view of the extended stage because she always does an extended stage for her shows. So that one's gonna be really fun too. And also, you can never go wrong with a view. Any view at the forum is like really, really good, honestly. Even the nosebleeds. Um, then of course, then of course, I have Warp Tour. I have Warp Tour. That's what one's gonna be really fun. Lots of bands that I want to go see. However, I'm sure I'm probably not gonna see every single one because they're gonna do it the old school style way, which is basically you don't know when everyone's gonna play until you get there. You go to that big inflatable and you see who's playing at what time, and then you run over there and hope to make it. And then you basically have to decide who you're gonna see and who you're not gonna see. So yeah, I'm very, very excited about that. Uh that one's 2 days as well. So I'm sure that's gonna be a fun one, but also just also chaos at the same time too. Um, yeah, lots of bands I want to go see that weekend. I think that's usually a thing that my friends and I do too when we go is that we try to see as many bands as we possibly can within like that festival 2 day thing, that everyone does. So that's gonna be really interesting. Honestly, I would say though, a good chunk of the people that we're probably gonna see are people that we saw at when we were young, like Bowling for Soup, for example. I'm sure if we have time, we're gonna go see them because their set was so unhinged. If you watch that when we were young video, you know entirely what happened with that specific set at least. Um, but yeah, and then I'm kind of thinking something crazy a little bit. So okay, so hear me out, right? Because I'm gonna try to reason with this right now. So basically, okay, so Warp Tour is gonna be July 26th and July 27th, and then Lady Gaga is doing her shows from July 28th to I believe August 2nd. She's gonna be doing 4 shows, and I'm kind of thinking to go to the one right after Warp Tour, like that Monday. I have the day off because I took the day off because I was like, oh, I'm gonna probably just like rest from Warp Tour, like at least give me like a day. But then that came up, and I really, 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 really want to see Gaga. And then I saw like a ticket that was like priced at $190, but it was gonna be like for like 12th row of like the limited view seats. And honestly, now I'm like really debating on if I should go or not. Like, even if I go by myself, I still really want to go. And then again, I can always sneak down to the lower areas anyway. Really. So I don't know. I'm honestly like genuinely thinking about it because the other shows, like There's also a show on that Tuesday too, which maybe I'll see how the situation is for that one. But like the weekend shows, like the August 1st and August 2nd ones, those are gonna be no go because those two shows are priced so expensively. It's insane. Like I think at some point I saw like $1,000 being charged just upper level seats and even some of the lower bowl seats. And I'm like, there's no way I can be doing all of that because I literally cannot afford that. So so yeah. But if anything, it's probably gonna be that Monday. And I'm like, you know what? At that point, I'll just party for 3 days straight and then I'll just recover. I'm at work and I'll just be like, completely silent and it'll be fine. Yeah. And at this point, what else am I supposed to do? They all come over here. It's because, you know what? It's because there has been such a lull in people coming to the US right now, and even like especially to LA. There is barely anybody here the first half of the year. I mean, honestly, really the only big shows I can think of so far that's happened is the Beyonce tour, which I was not going to go to that because I'm not into country music like that, especially the Beyonce country music. I didn't really care to go, and I don't want to spend all that money. Plus, it was also Ashley's, or at least one of the days it was Ashley's comedy show, so I wasn't gonna go anyway. But I would have rather gone to the comedy show, which I did. But yeah, we had that, and then we had Kendrick and SZA, and that was too much money to spend on 500 level seats at SoFi. So yeah, but now everyone's coming here. Like it's like from here on out all the way until the end of the year. And it's like it's so much. And then you have to decide how much money am I willing to spend for this one? That's become my life right now. That's become my life. And I'm like, how much do I want to spend? What do I really want to spend for this artist? What do I want to spend for this artist? Am I willing to be higher up for this artist, or am I willing to be pay more for better seats down over like closer to the stage? It's kind of one of those situations right now. But yeah, so that there's that. So that might be happening. It might not be happening. I'm just kind of keeping an eye out right now for the most part and seeing what happens. But so that one's a maybe. Um, then oh, this one's gonna be a fun one. You know what? I should actually let me see if I can reach it. Hopefully, all this stuff doesn't come flying down right now. So, yeah, I I manifested this one because I'm going. Not only am I going, I just hit myself with this. Wow. Okay. Not only am I going to this show, I actually got floor and I got sound check, so I'm a VIP. I didn't get send off though, like the seats up front because that apparently was $750 and I probably was gonna pay all that much anyway. So yeah, that didn't happen. Plus they were all gone anyway by the time I got into the into that whole mess. So yeah, so I'll be floor and sound check for Le Seraphim. I actually got the light stick during Black Friday. So yeah, in a way, I kind of manifested this one. I'm very, very excited. I'm going with Jacob actually, who's in the chat. Uh, very, very excited. We were literally losing our minds because it's Le Seraphim. Come on, it's gonna be so much fun. That's honestly, I feel like so far out of like all the vlogs coming up, that's like the one I'm the most excited for because I just know, like even if like something like happens, like kind of like bad, quote unquote, it's still gonna be a fun day. Yeah. Anyways, actually, let me put this over here for now. Like, I'm not gonna put that back. I don't want to mess up all my stuff. I have all my light sticks up over here, so I don't like to mess it up because if I tip one over, they're all gonna fall right now. But yeah, anyways, so I have Le Seraphim, And then right after that, oh, I'm going to Escape again this year. So Escape is happening because that's actually on Halloween night. So that's gonna be a really fun one as well. I'm very, very excited. I'm going with Tori. Um, yeah, that one's gonna be a fun one. Especially because Halloween has been on like weekdays so far. And like even the last I think the last escape was like the 25th and the 26th or something like that. But this year it's gonna be on actual Halloween night, like Friday and Saturday, like the day after Halloween. So yeah, I have no idea what I'm gonna plan for a costume. I genuinely don't know. Honestly, knowing me, probably gonna be well, I shouldn't say very last minute, but it's gonna probably be last minute. I'm gonna have to decide a little something. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. There's really so many things. I don't know. I still have a while in between then. That's gonna be another fun one. Also, oh, also I'm seeing Grandson. Grandson I actually just saw recently, like a few weeks ago, because he was doing a benefit concert for Pride Month. So that one was really fun. It was at El Cid and in I believe Hollywood, something like that. And it was really, really fun. We actually got to hear, I believe, a few of the new songs coming on his album soon as well. I actually ended up talking to him too. Um, very, very cool guy. Also, I've met him a whole bunch of times. Every single time I've had a pleasant experience with him. That's that's really saying something. But yeah, that one's gonna be a really fun one. And then as far as everything else goes, I think the last show, at least planned right now, I'm sure everything else coming out, it's gonna come out whenever it comes out. I mean, depends on, when everyone's gonna decide to tour too. I have a feeling, no, I have a feeling, like a slight gut feeling that Twice might tour either by like the end of the year, like maybe December, or it's gonna probably be like early next year here in the States. So I won't count on them coming this year. But I don't know. And then the only other show I'm planning on doing right now, other than the rest of those, is Cat's Eye. Granted, the pre-sale tickets went on sale today. We didn't get them, but I'm sure we're gonna find a way. It's fine. So we're gonna end up going to the Cat's Eye show. They're going to the YouTube theater. It all comes back to SoFi. That same area. It's literally right there. Um, but yeah, other than that, I'm planning on going to Cat's Eye. That'll be December 12th. Um, we'll see where we end up sitting. I'm sure that's gonna be a fun one too. Lots of stuff going on. Lots and lots of stuff going on. Like really fun stuff that I'm very, very excited about. Especially now because I have my trusty camera. I'm very, very excited. I don't know. It's gonna be really, really fun. Yeah, that's everything I'm going to. Now, granted, of course, if anything else, I mean, at this point now it's July though. I don't know what else is gonna come out as far as tour announcements go. I mean, usually I feel like for the most part, most touring companies announce tours like at least like almost I shouldn't say well, some of them 6 months. Some of them 6 months. It's like the range of like 3 to 6 months notice that they give everybody. I've noticed at least. But yeah, if anything else comes up, I'll have to see about that. Um, okay, let me see what else. Um, oh my goodness, where was I? I'm like, it's because I keep scrolling like up and down because I'm just looking for questions and stuff. Oh yeah, here we go. Yeah, no, literally. Yeah, no, literally everything is starting now over here. And I'm like, why couldn't we have this energy at the beginning of the year? At least like give it some time to like space out, you know? Oh man. I'm like, yeah, here we go. Okay, here we go. Here it's everything else. Um, oh yeah, I think the TXT announced their tour. I think it's on the same day as Le Sserafim. Like literally the exact same day that Le Sserafim's in town. Which I saw that news and I was like, oh, the multi stands are gonna be so crushed right now. But honestly, I'd rather take Le Sserafim over TXT. Let me see what else. Oh man. Oh yeah, Jacob, I'm so ready for Le Sserafim. I'm not even lying. I'm so ready. I think honestly, a lot of people have waited 3 years since they debuted. I still remember the time when I reacted to Fearless on this channel, and I was like, "Oh, this group. I actually really like this group." But I'm like, but Fearless to me personally, as far as like, especially now because they've released so much music over the years, I'm like Fearless was like, all right. But then Anti-Fragile came out, and I was like, "Oh, this is it. This is my group right here. This is it." Oh my goodness, I'm so excited. No, the fact and no, and tell me why I was thinking about Soundcheck earlier too, and I was like, "Oh my God, like we're gonna be in there, like closer to them, and then we're gonna like see if they interact with us." And me in my delusional mind, I'm thinking, "Oh my God, Yoonjin is gonna see me and she's gonna say hello to like the both of us or like both of our cameras if they let us film the sound check. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Hopefully, because the last time I couldn't do that. You know, with Everglow right there, I had a sound check and like a meet and greet with them, and we couldn't even film any of it. And I was like, well, I guess I'll just tell the story of it, but it's not as cool as like filming and like actually seeing it. But yeah, hopefully we can do that. Um no, literally, Impurities is your song. That's so funny. It was, you know what? It was the Anti-Fragile album that really blew them up, and like ever since then it's been like uphill. Personally for me, at least for them. No, literally, no, if Jenny looks at the both of us, we're gonna actually lose our mind. So funny. Or honestly, at this point, literally any Le Sserafim member I'll take. It's fine. I like all of them. Oh my goodness. Oh my, so funny. I can. So funny. Okay, let me see. Oh, should I talk about New Jeans? Because I know Jacob asked that in the chat. What do I think about New Jeans? You know what? It's not looking good. I'm gonna be honest. I I don't know. Because there's like literally, I feel like every single day there's always something new that comes out about that group. And then it's like, oh, they're doing this, and then this happened, and this happened. And you're like, oh my goodness, there's so much going on. But you know what do I think? That should maybe be another commentary episode too. Honestly, that's like a big one. I don't know. Personally, right now, it's not looking good. 'Cause I know recently that the courts denied their appeal to be away from Adore. Um I'm not, but I don't know. It's not gonna be good for anybody when they're refusing to release music and then their company's like, yeah, you have to release something, and they're like, no. It's kind of something like that. Unless someone does something and then they break from their contracts, but we all know how complicated that gets, especially with like legal stuff and all that. It gets very, very, very messy. Very messy. I don't know. I mean, it's such a bummer too because if they weren't going through this drama, they would be announcing a tour this year too. Because I think that they had mentioned that before this entire thing started in the first place. Was that, oh yeah, like New Jeans 2025, they're gonna start their world tour too. I can't talk. I need water. Hold on. I'm like, oh my goodness. But um, what was I saying? See, I get lost in train of thought. Oh yeah, but they were like, oh yeah, like New Jeans, like 2025, they're gonna start going on their world tour and everything, and people were like so hyped. And obviously, of course, now we all know what happened with that. Um, or at least a good chunk of us know. But I don't know, it's not looking good. And like it's such a bummer too because this is also a group that every single time they drop the song, I've never seen much of anything like this except if it was like with a big group like a Blackpink or like a Twice. Like when these girls dropped the song in a video, it was like the whole nation was shook. Like Super Shy, that song went so viral, it was insane. Honestly, probably really the last big K-pop song that went viral in a very long time at this point. I don't know. Unless they fix, I don't know, really the only way I see something being resolved is if they somehow fix the inner management. I don't know. I don't know how it is because they don't really tell us. All they know, or all they say at least, is that they're not good people. So unless inner management changes or something, I know that they want Min Heejin in I don't know about that lady. I'm just saying something's off. Something's off there. The fact that she just like upped and left them as soon as all the lawyer stuff started. I don't really hear anything from her. I don't know. It's kind of shady to be honest. Kind of rubs me the wrong way. Like something's up there. I don't know. I'm just saying. And like it was kind of sad too because I think I saw a statement one day from one of the members, and they were like, "Oh, we'd be nothing without her." But I'm like, "Girl, you don't need her. You guys are New Jeans. Every time you drop a song, it goes like insanely viral. I'm not even kidding. I think Super Shy literally. I'm gonna look because every single time they had a video, it would be like millions and millions of views. I'm gonna look really, really quick. Like even the last song did Bubblegum is 74 million. I actually really like that song. Also, How Sweet. I think I actually like that song more than Bubblegum. Um that one, 62 million. Super Shy, Super Shy, 248 million views on just the music video alone. And people aren't pulling numbers like that anymore in K-pop. I'm just saying, even too recently I've seen the decline in K-pop videos unless the companies aren't spending much on the YouTube advertising anymore. I'm not sure. But I've noticed the views are getting less and less. I'm just saying. I don't know. Maybe it's like that for everyone, I guess. Um but yeah, I don't know. Unless they change something in the internet management or they do something, I don't know, at this point, or if they go independent. I'm not really sure what you could do to fix that situation. I genuinely don't know. I like good luck to them. They're gonna have to figure this out, and I know it's not gonna be easy. It's probably, you know what? The only thing that sucks about this, it's probably gonna take years before a decision is even reached, because that's how the law is. It takes a very long time. So if they can't release music under a new name, they're probably not going to be releasing for a while. And that's actually really sad, considering that these girls are actually really young too and kind of really all guided by their parents and everything like that. I don't know. I genuinely don't know how it's going to end up, but hopefully, hopefully everything will turn out for the better. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. Every day is like almost a new thing. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah, but let me see what else. Um, Let me see. Oh, when are we collabing? Jacob, I'm down to collab. Just tell me when. Tell me when. I mean, we're gonna be collabing too, probably for the Le Sserafim show, but if you want to do anything before that, we definitely can. Um, Need to do a video talking about groups that have to disband or leave. I mean, yeah, honestly, maybe I should do that. Maybe I should do that. There's been like so many, especially because I've gotten into K-pop now. I think I've started listening to like around now for 5 years I've been in this. There's so much that's happened since then. Oh my. Maybe I should. But honestly, some of them might be combined, some of them might be I don't know, their own separate video. I don't know. I don't know. I'll have to see. I also kind of I think also I might do a video about Vicha, that group too that everyone forgot about, and what's going on with that one. That's another one that's a lot about the law and stuff like that. Um yeah, I don't know. Let me see. No, but we're oh my goodness. Yeah, we're gonna be looking at Chaewon too. I can't even believe that. Just she's gonna look at our general direction at some point, and that blows my mind. Oh my goodness. Yeah. I know we we could have seen them live, but yeah. Yeah. But honestly, that also would have been just another big tour on top of the already big tours that are being announced too. And I'm like, you know what? Maybe it's all right that we don't have this one. But like I said, I'm wishing them the best. Hopefully they'll be able to figure all that out coming up. Oh my goodness. Uh, let me see. What else? Ooh, K-pop hot takes. I have to think about that. Ooh, I don't know. Hmm. K-pop hot takes. Honestly, oh, I think honestly, I think the only I think the only critique I have about the K-pop community itself is that sometimes people are just mean. And like that's kind of the only thing. Like, why is everyone so mean? I'm sorry too. Just saying, just because we have seats at a K-pop show does not mean that we take it literally and sit. Like that's actually kind of why I'm scared for Blackpink right now is because I have like the 200 level seats and I'm sure there's going to be that one person that wants everyone to sit so that they could see, just like how it was for aespa, and they're rude about it too. I'm like, you know, also too because I've had times where I've had to sit because I don't feel good, but I'm not complaining that people are standing up and having a fun time, okay? But people are so rude about it. Especially aespa was the worst. That was actually the worst show as far as the audience goes. Girls themselves were pretty awesome, but that crowd, and I say it in the video too that I did for that one, the vlog, but that crowd was not it. And now ever since then, I've been genuinely terrified to like stand up. And that's really a way that people should live. Like you shouldn't be terrified that someone's gonna yell at you to sit down. It was like that at Baby Monster too, but at least with Baby Monster later on it got better. Like the girls themselves actually literally told everybody to stand up. Which I'm like, you people should be doing that at this point already. But that's just me. Anyways. And I don't know, just even now, like I've noticed like an upward trend of people sitting down during the shows, and I'm like, that's not what the artist wants you to do. If they see that you're not hyped up with them, they're not gonna perform at the energy that you want them to. Because honestly, I thinking about it, why would I want to put all my energy into a crowd that's sitting down? That doesn't make any sense. Like if you see the crowd like up and like jumping around and everything, that would give you more of a reason to perform better, you know? I don't know. It's like the whole thing, it's just like the K-pop community itself, it's like so funny because I've met so many friendly people there, and then you just get hit with like the worst people there too at the same time. And it's just like I don't know. And people at aespa were just so maybe it's just like an aespa thing. I don't know, or maybe just like a newer generation group. Maybe it's like with the fifth gen groups that people do this now. But like it's so dumb how like everyone is like, I want to sit. I paid for seated tickets. Well, now the K-pop shows they do seated floor too. I mean, some of them now are even doing GA pit, but that's a whole other situation. Um, but that doesn't mean that the chair is optional. Basically, the only reason you get a seat is to guarantee a good spot to watch the show without having to fight for it like it would be in GA. But hey, what do I know? I guess. No, everyone's like now, oh, I want to be comfortable and sit. I can't sit for, or I can't stand up for long periods of time. Then at that point, get a disabled, a chair and sit there with everyone else. Like I've literally done that before too. With friends that have been like disabled and stuff, we just sit in the disabled area and it's all good and dandy. I can't. Like it's gotten so bad to the point like I feel like people just like they like to suck the fun because they're not having fun and so they suck the fun out of everyone else's fun. And it's not okay. God, I hope that the other K-pop shows I go to for the rest of this year and like beyond it's not like that. Maybe it was just because I was seated in the 200 level for aespa at the forum. But then again, I was also in the lower bowl for Baby Monster and they were pretty rude over there too. But I don't know. aespa was still the worst though. It was actually the worst as far as the crowd goes. And that's really sad because now I'm like, the next time aespa comes into town, I'm like, do I want to see them? Like, I'm like either gonna have to be on the floor, or not gonna go at all because everyone else is gonna be like so rude. Like I don't know. It's like some of those groups now where I'm just like, well, I guess I have to spend the money to be on floor, and even then, I'm not guaranteed a good friendly interaction there either because people are just wild cards. You never know. I don't know. It's just like the whole like comfort thing, and everyone's so like so stern about that. I want to be comfortable. I want to sit. I want to do this. And I'm like, you know what, girl? Look at the state of the world right now. If I can be away from that and be at a show for like a few hours and not have to think about everything else going on, I want to have the most fun. So no, I'm not gonna be sitting. I'm not gonna be sitting because you want to see the show. If you want to see the show, you can also stand up too and dance. I promise you, it'll be okay. And I think that's also another thing too is that everyone is so scared to like be themselves because they think they're gonna end up on TikTok and like people are gonna be making fun of them. And I don't give a crap. I will dance if I want. Like what in the world? Hello? I can't stand that argument. Every time someone hits me with that, I'm just like, get out of my face, please. Like you must be you're really not you're not fun at anything. But all right, cool. Yeah, that's my K-pop hot take. Is that people are just they're rude about concerts. Yeah, I'm not gonna be sitting at a show, especially like I said for Jump when that they start playing that song. I'm gonna start jumping. Oh my goodness. Oh man, see now we're almost at the 2 hour mark. I'm telling you, it literally is like that every single time. Tradition, yeah. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Yeah, see but you know what though? BTS shows, I feel like the fandom is so strong that they would all be standing up. You know what I mean? Like there's not going to be a single person in that stadium that's going to sit because they have like such a loyal fan base to them that I feel like it would be okay at like a BTS show. But like everyone else is so rude. Like they're not even nice about it either. Like the aespa show was like, first of all, don't touch me. Why are you touching me on my shoulder? He turns around. Can you sit down? I can't see. Meanwhile, there's other people standing up around me. Now, granted, there weren't many other people standing up, but apparently the people that were standing up, they were telling me that people were also being rude to them. Um, like I know. I don't know what it is. I genuinely can't tell. Like everyone thinks that they're entitled to, you know, they're entitled to everything. That's what it is. It's the main character syndrome that everyone has now. And I joke about it, but I'm not actually like, I'm actually like kidding. I'm not serious about it. But I don't, yeah, I genuinely don't know what it is nowadays. I mean, luckily though, I will say though, the only actually no, I should say no, Blackpink. Okay, the Blackpink show, the Twice show at SoFi, and then the Everglow show also Idol 2 as well. I think those are the only shows where people like stood up around me and were actually genuinely excited to be there. Everybody else, I don't know what was going on. Maybe they're just having a bad day. I'm not sure. I don't know. Yeah. So hopefully we'll have to see. I'm just genuinely I just hope for a lot of better shows. And also I should say too, the Jenny show too, the one that I went to, her solo show, everyone set up for that one. I will say I was actually genuinely shocked. I was so happy though. I'm not even kidding. I was like, "Oh my I was like literally like rejoicing." I was like, "Thank you." No, everyone stood up the entire show. I think the only time everyone sat down was for the two slower songs, and that was literally it. But I'm like, okay, like that's fine. Like it's literally a ballad, like whatever. But everyone else said that like that was like the main K-pop show that I went to last that everyone stood up in that place. And I was genuinely excited about that. It was a really fun night. And now I'm gonna see her again on Sunday. Oh my god. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. You know what though? Hopefully, I'm just crossing my fingers now. Hopefully, they won't bring out any special guests on Saturday because that's all I need is to not be at that show, and then they're gonna have all the special guests on that day, and then not have any special guests on Sunday. I would literally lose my shit. So yeah. Anyways, yeah, yeah. Hopefully, hopefully they split it up. If they're not gonna have anyone, honestly, kind of even better. Just don't have any special guests, please, for my sake. Oh man. Yeah, no, literally, like, no, literally, just like people just need to have fun. I don't understand like the genuine, like, I'm genuinely concerned. I'm genuinely concerned. I don't know, man. Oh my goodness. Oh man. Oh, so I see people coming back in. Yay! Oh my goodness. Yeah, I'm just making sure everything is still working because it just kind of, oh yeah, it was like a slow connection just a few minutes ago. I'm just making sure everything's working. I think it is. Looks fine. Yeah, oh my goodness. Anyways, um, I don't know. What else should I talk about? Oh, you know what? I didn't really get to talk about this on my channel really. But I guess I'll talk about it like slightly because I actually kind of forgot about it, but it has to do with Blackpink also. I'm also very excited to see Lisa because the last time I saw Lisa was at the Wiltern. And it was whenever her album was coming out too. Um, and on top of that too, I was actually super close to her. Like probably the closest I'll ever see a Blackpink member in my life, along with Jennie's shows too, because I was also really close with that one too. But Lisa's, I was like literally like there was like Pit, and then I was the second like, or actually no, the first one up from Pit, right there, like just looking at her, and I was like, oh my god. But I couldn't vlog that though because they allowed no filming, and I was like, that's such a bummer, such a bummer. Yeah, but all I remember too was that they announced that she was doing something in LA, and I'm like to sign up for tickets. I signed up for tickets and I got in. I don't know how because the Wiltern is a very small venue in LA. The fact that I got in was just insane. Still, even to this day, I don't even know how I got in that, but I did. And then all the tickets were assigned randomly, so we didn't get to pick where to sit. And so whenever I clicked on, like what my ticket was, it was gonna be all the way in like the balcony, but like the very first row. And it's like, oh, okay, like not really what I wanted, but all right, I guess. And so I get there and I go to that seat at first, and actually, like, it wasn't a terrible view at all, but it was like kind of high up. And then two of the workers they come out and they're like, "Hey guys, we have empty seats on the floor, so just like go over there, like if you want to." So naturally, of course, like hordes of people start going, and I just start running down, and then I walk like all throughout, and then I heard one of the workers say that the pit area was like done, like it's all full. So then I go to the second area, which is where I ended up going, and then I actually had someone that I knew that was also there too, but I didn't know until she showed up and I saw her like earlier on. And then she saw me and I ended up sitting next to her, and like I said, I was like literally like the very first section behind the pit area. And yeah, so I got to see her very, very up close, and I was literally shaking because I was so nervous. But it was such a fun event, so much fun. And now I get to see her on Sunday. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. What else should I talk about? Also, are there enough people watching here to talk about VidCon now? Because I'm gonna probably talk about that a little bit too before I end off the stream. I don't know. Hopefully, there's enough people in here. I don't know. I think I see enough people in here. Hopefully. Yes, no, maybe. Anyways, I guess I'll just talk about it. Let me sip on my water first. Mm. Mm. Oh, also, before I talk about VidCon, um, filming with the webcam, honestly, not that difficult. All you have to do is just plug it in and it's good to go. I mean, that's kind of really how I do it. I mean, right now I lose the thing, what is it? The Logitech? I forgot exactly which model this one is specifically, but it's a Logitech one. I actually got it, I think, for was it my birthday or for Christmas last year? One of those. One of those. Ever since then, I've been using it. But yeah. Okay, anyways, I guess I'll just talk about VidCon now. Um I hate to say it, but VidCon was so mid this year. I actually really didn't like it. I'm just saying. And it's actually really sad because I was like, you know what? I'm gonna be honest. I was being a negative Nancy about it. I was like, I don't know about this year. I don't know. Like, it's probably gonna suck this year because like there's a new company that took it over, and like it doesn't feel like it's gonna be the same this year. Like it genuinely like it had a different vibe to it this year. No, it's like, you know what? I don't know. And then like I got closer to the event when I actually started realizing that it was happening. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna change my mindset. Everything is gonna be fine. Who knows? Maybe it'll be okay this year, or like it'll be fun this year. Like it's all gonna be okay. Uh, we get there first day. See, like already starts from there. Very first day, I think I woke up. I'm not even exaggerating when I say this. I woke up at 4 o'clock in the morning because I was nervous, and that's just kind of like what happens with me with like super big events that I know like something's gonna happen. I get nervous and I just wake up suddenly, and like I woke up at 4 o'clock in the morning, and then it took me a while to go back to bed. Then I had to wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning to start getting ready to leave. And honestly, I will say the traffic wasn't too bad. We had to stop to like get food really quick because we were hungry. And then we get there. I think it was like around had to be around like 8:30 or something like that when we parked in the convention center parking lot, which already I noticed too they already raised the parking prices because last year it was $20 to park there, and this year they changed it to 25, so they changed it at $5. And so already I was like, oh no. And then we park the car, we walk in there, and this year it was so different this year. Like it was kind of like devoid of like everything that it used to be. Like there was no because like if you guys haven't been there, they kind of like would use the whole outside area too. Like I really liked how they used the outside area last year. They had food trucks there. They had that big festival stage that was there for like all of the really big events and stuff that was going on. And this year there was none of that. So it's completely empty on that side. Then we had to walk in, and it wasn't at the hall that they had it at last year. Like basically this year you had to walk if you were coming in from like the main parking structure, you would have to come out and walk all the way around kind of like a U shape, and then walk all the way down like past the meet and greet hall to get all of your stuff. Which I was like, that's so insane. Now, luckily, I got there early enough to where the security was like, oh, we're just gonna like let people like cut through the actual convention area and just like walk through. So we ended up doing that, but it was like that for the other, like Friday and Saturday that people were there. And I literally had to explain that to them because they were asking us about like where to go. And then we get to that area, and already I'm like, okay, like this is different. Then we get to the area, and the line to get your badge and your wristband was so packed. I'm talking like there were two lines. They only had two lines open. They had one line that was closed, which already kind of was a bad sign. And then we had to wait in a line, and it took us, I believe, about it had to be maybe around 35 minutes, 40 minutes to get our badges and our passes and stuff. Um, it was so, and it's so simple too because all you have to do in that area is show your QR code for your ticket, and then they just slip on the wristband, and then they give you your badge, which you have to put around your neck. It's really not that difficult, but like everything was so slow, and security wasn't really helpful either, to be honest. Because then after we did all of that, then we had to wait in another long line just to get into the actual convention itself, then walk through security and everything. Um, that was a whole thing. It got better towards the other days, but like day one, like the actual day one of that con was so insane. Um, then we get in there. Oh my. Oh my. Whew, I need to take a sip of water before this one. Hmm. I'm just saying right now, there was nothing to do. There was absolutely nothing to do in that convention. I think whenever we got in, um, I think whenever we got in, we were walking around. We did the Atmao plushie stuff because that's always packed at this convention every single time that they've been there. Every time it's packed. So I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna get that over with the very first day because I know for the next day and the day after that, it's gonna be full. Like I think I remember last year, I believe the wait was 3 hours long at like the peak of it. And that was just to get here. That was just to get one of these little guys right here. And this is what I got from it this year. Is this green one? I don't remember exactly what it's called, but I was like, oh, like she's cute, like she's green. I don't really have something like this, so that's cool. Um, and then I also did the skee ball thing that they had again this year. I actually got I actually got second place for that. And so I got here, let me see if I could show you guys. I don't wanna mess up my setup here. I'm very carefully gonna do this right now. Oh my goodness. Oh, oh, okay. There we go. Okay. But anyways, I ended up winning this girl right here. I think it was like the ice cream sundae or banana split one, something like that. But she's really cute. I was like, oh my goodness, I was so shook because I didn't even think I was gonna get second place. Um, the only reason I knew something was happening was because every time I would like throw the ball in there, it would go to the like very fast area in the back, and it kept going in there, and I was like, oh my god, there's no way. And so then they're like, oh yeah, like number like I don't remember the exact numbers, but it was like this number and then number five, which was me, which is second, and then there was like another number that was third, and I was like, no way, like that's so awesome. And so I had to carry that girl around. I didn't want to go back to my car because you can do ins and outs with VidCon, but I didn't want to like back to the car. It was like whatever. Anyways, after that though, then we did an entire lap around the floor because that was the only day really that we didn't have anything to go to or like to do. So that was our exploring the convention day. Um, I mean, there was how can I explain this? There was a section where now I think because the appeal of VidCon is that you can get like free things and like free stuff. And this year it was very corporate. Like everything now, almost everything. Almost everything you had to pay for. There was a specific area where there was like shops selling their specific things and stuff like that. But it was all stuff that you had to pay for. There was like nothing free that they were giving out. They were just selling stuff in there. There are some areas where it was so dead in that place because some of the vendors I don't even think showed up. They were literally just empty tables saying like a business's name, but they were like never there. So it was kind of like it was very odd actually. I don't know, walking around that area. And then other side, it was like where all the other activities and stuff were happening, but there wasn't really a lot to like do. I mean, other than like the app Mao thing, after that, it was pretty much just like other big creators like booths and stuff where you can like see them and do a meet and greet with them if they were doing something there. Or like, and I think there was like a creator zone too, which I ended up walking into and like seeing what was in there. Honestly, not really much in there too. TikTok was there. They had a really small booth though. Honestly, every single year I go, their booths get smaller and smaller. I don't know how that happened, but it does. And that's not to be shady, that's just what it is. Just saying. Um, but yeah, there's literally nothing to do. I mean, you could basically be done with everything there, I would say, in 4 hours. If you had the single day ticket, you would have seen genuinely everything that happened there. I'm not even kidding when I say that. You could have spent only 4 hours at that con, and you would see everything that you needed to see. So yeah, that's kind of how I felt about that. Honestly, the trip, the trip itself. was fun, but it was like all the fun stuff was happening mainly at places that weren't the con. So I actually have a story. I need to bring it. I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna be right back right now. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Okay, so I'm back. Hopefully the camera looks okay now. I think. Okay, yeah. I think I see it. Okay, anyways. Um, but yeah, there's a story to this one. Okay. Yes, this is an actual Labubu. I'm not even joking when I say this. So basically, right, it was day one, and we were like basically taking like our last like little go around uh to see what was happening, and all of a sudden my friend who's ex-girlfriend actually, she was there. um she's like, Christina, get it, get it, get it. I'm like, get what? And I'm like looking around, she's pointing down to the floor. It's this little goober right here. And I'm like, oh my god. And I like literally scoop it up before somebody else does. And then like we're looking at it and we're like, oh, is it like a real one? Like we don't know. And then we saw the tag, and sure enough, we scan it and this is genuine. Also, I could tell it was genuine too, just from like the signs of everything happening. But I think what happened too is like whoever used to own this, their chain fell off because this doesn't have a chain anymore. Which is honestly why I didn't bring my other Labubu, because now I have two. But I didn't bring my macaroon one because I knew, I was like, I don't want it to get lost. I don't want it to get stolen because there were so many people at this damn convention that had Labubus everywhere on them. And like at one point I was like, oh, maybe I should have brought it. And then this incident happened, and then I was like, you know what? Maybe it was great that I didn't bring it with me. These are only gonna come out during special events. It's fine. But yeah, that's what happened then. Day one honestly was the best day. After that, it kind of went downhill from there. There was not really too much to do. Only thing really I did day two was go see Ashley and Jacob and all of my other friends that were there too. We had a really fun time. And then we got to go see Ash's panel too later on. That was really fun. Although I will say, I did not like the host for Disney Plus one bit. I'm sorry. He kind of like, for me personally, I feel like he was kind of antagonizing some of the creators, and I really didn't appreciate that. When I'm like, oh, this is like such a stupid game anyway, and like, why are you making it like so competitive? And then like you're making like these like sly digs when someone's losing, and I'm like, I'm not really feeling that. I'm just saying. I don't know. And even like too, like there was one point in that game on that I think it was Friday, where like he basically just like let the other team steal and he didn't do like a single thing about it. And it was just like, well, that's the rules. And I'm like, bro, that was not the rules. That's not. But okay. It's fine. I guess. No, no, I don't know. I, no, that host literally like pissed me off so bad. I was like, genuinely, no. No. Mm-mm. Nah. That's all I have to say about that. But no, and then like literally after that, again, there was like nothing to really do. There's nothing to do. And on top of that, then you had the lounges upstairs, which at this point too, I was like, I don't even know if it was really worth it to even get a creator badge, because we go upstairs, there's nothing to do up there either. Now, granted, me and my friend, we used that space to basically take breaks and stuff. We went up to the area, like the balcony area, to kind of just hang out and see like what was happening. But other than that, we had that pop store lounge, which basically was a whole ad in and of itself, which basically was just to get you to like get their stuff, and then you can have like a little snack lounge if you like get like do all the things on this like checklist. So we ended up doing it and we ended up getting like free snacks and stuff. Honestly, that's really the only time we really use that lounge is like for Dippin' Dots and like soda and water and like healthy snacks and stuff like that. So at least we didn't have to pay for snacks all that much. And then like but we didn't have much to do there. Then we had the YouTube lounge. YouTube lounge last year was so good. I mean, hey, that's literally where I got this like custom tumbler from. But even like YouTube this year was such a downgrade. I mean, this year they had like a carnival thing kind of going on. They were passing out like free cotton candy. They had like the little whack-a-mole games. Like they had this game where you can like there's like the air in it and you had to like try to like catch the paper and everything like that. And then you would give your tickets to the employees there and they would give you like little charms and stuff and like these like I don't know, like a whole bunch of like really cute chains. I will say I did like the keychains. I went back. I ended up getting two of them. They're both really, really cute. But like even then too, like this year was such a downgrade. They basically didn't do anything fun like last year. Last year, I got to do fun stuff. Last year, they gave you, I remember specifically, I got a free Fenty Beauty full size body scrub. I ended up actually getting two because it was Sunday when I went. And then you got to play like different games with other creators. Like they had more stuff to do. And then, of course, they had the water tumblers, they had like reels and pictures that you can take. It was like a lot more, and like even this year was so boring. And like at that point too, I think every single day that we were there, at most we ended up leaving around like 3, 4 o'clock, when the convention would go on until like 6, and if you stay longer you would stay there probably until like 9, around like 9 or 10 maybe even. And like, I don't know, it was so boring. And like I said too, like honestly, most of the trip, like the better memories I have of it is stuff that happened outside of the convention. Like day one, we went to this amazing Korean barbecue place. It was, oh my God. If ex-girlfriend is still in the chat, I don't know if she is or not. She can attest to this though. It was at the Source in Orange County. We went there night one, and then we had the most amazing Korean barbecue ever. They literally cooked it for you. So you don't have to cook it yourself, and I'm sure they probably don't want people like burning the place down. But it was so good. And also they had this really amazing kimchi stew. And I don't even like kimchi like that. But whenever they like served it, I was like, oh, like I guess I'll try some. The bowl was gone. It was we ate the entire bowl. I think it's also because we were so hungry because we didn't really eat like too much. Like we weren't like stuffing ourselves. And so we basically were just kind of like that day we were just so hungry that like we'll eat. But it was so good. Oh my God. So good. And then we ended up too like in that same area because we could. There was Korean skincare stores that we went to. We got ourselves some masks, we got ourselves some nice facial products. And then of course they had the K-pop album stores, which I was so happy in. I ended up getting a few Twice albums, and I also ended up getting one of the I think it was the Jisoo her solo vinyl because that was there in store too. So I ended up getting that one too. But it was so much fun, and we ended up going there actually 2 of the 3 nights that we were there. Because we went the second night also because we went to go get ramen there. The ramen was all right. I've had better, I feel like though. It was all right. We ended up walking around there too on one more day. We ended up getting more ramen at that convenience store that they have. Oh my God, next year when I go there, or I don't even know, honestly, the next time I go there, I do want to get the ramen because like the ramen areas, they're so good. They literally have like you can make your own ramen like right there and then. Like they have stations where there's hot water and you could just like pour it in there and just eat it out and about, which I'm like, it literally is so sad that we have nothing here like that, or at least not that I know of, because I would be eating those up every single time. Yeah. And then it got to the point too, like where it was the last day, and at that point I was so done. I was like, I don't even know if I should go or not, but I ended up going because I was like, no, I should just go, like just to see like any if anything else is going on, like one more time. And then I ended up going to like Ash's other thing that she had there, the fashion show thing. And then after that, we were kind of just like, I'm ready to go. And then we ended up just leaving. But then we also had a fun night there too because then we found another local place that we'll probably end up going to when we go back to Orange County whenever we end up going back. Um, but it was like an American food place and it was so good. It's kind of like in a hidden area though, so we couldn't really find it at first. But once we found it, it was so good and everyone was like really, really nice. And yeah, the food was bomb. Oh yeah, no, the dinner. I will say the dinners this year though were so good. I'll genuinely say that. And that's coming from me that like well literally I'll eat anything really for the most part. There's a few things here and there, but for the most part I'm like down for practically anything. Yeah, that was my VidCon experience. Honestly, I'm gonna be really bold here and say I'm not even sure if I would go next year. I think I might take a break. I don't know. I genuinely like especially like with the cost of it now and like what there is to do, it's just not up to par like with what I paid for. Because you have to pay for all these passes and stuff too. I just genuinely don't think it was worth it this year. Just saying. Also too, I think the issue was is because they geared it towards very, very young children. Like I think that's like kind of the crowd that they brought in this year. They had some dude named J-Man Curly there. I had no idea who that guy was, but they were like the little kids were going nuts for him. I could hear them from like the other side of the convention. We literally were like, "Who is J-Man Curly?" The entire weekend. It's like that. But then, and I guess like this dude like does like he does like this like tape thing. He tapes his phone onto his body. I guess because there are like so many little kids walking around like that. I'm just so genuinely like confused, and I don't want to go to a convention honestly, where I don't know that many creators there anymore. I'm like, I just don't see like how it's worth it really. I don't know. Maybe if they end up fixing a few things here and there, maybe I would end up going. But to be honest, I'm not sure if I would go next year. I don't know. I don't know. I just there's lots of stuff that they had to fix. Lots and lots of stuff. Oh, so it's bad for you guys too? The creators weren't having it all, the big ones. What did they even do to you guys? No, it honestly kind of seemed like this year it was really not it for like everybody involved. Oh my goodness, if it wasn't good for the featured creators there, I wonder. Oh my goodness, parking at the hotel non-existent. What do you mean? Had to pay 30 bucks a day at, you guys had to pay for parking too? No, I'm genuinely shook now. Oh my god, what? I'll say this. A lot of the budget that you didn't see went to behind the scenes and for the creators, which of course they should be giving more budget to the people. I know. No, literally. Like I saw too that I think that everyone like all the featured creators got like a one of those like jackets that said featured creator on it. I was wondering if that was kind of like towards the budget, towards what should have been at the convention, maybe? I don't know. No ins and outs. You pay every time. Guys, the audacity even to the featured creators is wild. Whoa, okay. See, I didn't know that. Okay, so it was kind of bad for everybody involved this year. So it wasn't only just me singing this. Wow, guys, that's a problem. That's a genuine problem. Oh my god. Hello? When the creators aren't having it, that's crazy. Oh my God. Okay. Oh yeah, you could tell me. Yeah, tell me. Yeah, text me later. Wow, that's wild. I can't. Yeah, I don't, yeah. I just personally, I mean, don't get me wrong, I love my memories at VidCon, but I just don't see myself going there next year. I think I kind of want to take a break from it a little bit. I don't know. It's kind of sad too because I like, especially like 2023 and 2024, like even last year too, like was so good. Like I genuinely like had stuff to do. There was a lot to do. Like you could do kind of like whatever you wanted. And then this year was just really not it. Especially on top of that, when I don't want to. Oh God, here I go again. Especially on top of that, this year when there's certain people I don't want to see there. Mm, I'm trying to avoid certain people I don't want to see there. Luckily for me, I ended up not running into them. But oh boy, trust me on this. When you're in this YouTube game for this long, you start meeting certain people and certain creators. I mean, it's not anyone like big or anything like that. Honestly, I have more clout than they do. But some of these people are so weird. I don't even know. That would be a different conversation for a different day, though, because I've already been going for 2.5 hours now, as I predicted. Yeah. Oh man. Yeah. You know what though? I should probably start ending out the stream. I've been at this for a really long time. Even my mother is starting to text me on my phone asking what I'm doing. So so yeah, I think I should probably start ending it out here. Oh man. I'm sure for all the people that are going to be watching this stream later, they're going to be having a time and wondering, okay. But oh my goodness, 4 years down, everybody. Cheers, first of all. Thank you for everyone that came. I'm so happy. I honestly didn't think it was going to turn out like this at all. I thought that no one was going to come. And I'm just like, well, I guess I'll be talking to myself. Like, whatever it is, what it is. But yeah, thank you everyone that came over. Thanks to everyone that's going to be watching in the future. Just, yeah, thank you for everything. Oh my goodness, 4 years. I can't. I'm still like mind blown about that. Oh boy. I don't know. I hope that I don't like this year kind of honestly as far as YouTube goes, it was honestly kind of a like a meh year for me personally. I think this was like my one bad year. But yeah, I'm hoping this next year is a lot of is this is when the good stuff happens. Hopefully. We'll have to see. Hopefully. But anyways, yeah, thank you all so much for coming. Have a good night. Have a good day wherever you're watching from. I don't know. Like I said, everyone watches from everywhere. But yeah, but thank you all so much for coming. I'll see you guys soon. Probably gonna be uploading videos. I think what's today? Today's Wednesday. I think probably because I'm in the process of editing a few videos right now. I think probably Friday will be when I start posting again. Yeah. Yeah. Anyways, but thank you all so much for watching. Have a good rest of your day or night. I love you all. Thank you all so much for coming. Bye.